Why are they always bringing their babies on airplanes anyway? Put it in a box! I have underwear that's bigger than most babies. And you know where I put my underwear? In a garbage bag under the airplane. Like a normal person. Why don't you put your baby in its little baby sack and shove it in the airplane butt where it belongs? Hey everyone, my name is Matt Bellassai, and this is To Be Honest, a weekly video series where I get drunk in the middle of the day and tell the truth about shit. On this week's episode, reasons people with babies are the worst. Cause apparently, everyone's having babies these days. And I'm sick of taking a back seat to your piece of shit offspring that should be in the back seat. So let's drink. God. Alright, first of all, people with babies, they're always handing the baby to you and they're like, don't drop it. Like it's some kind of iPhone. What am I gonna do? Crack its screen? Your baby doesn't even have any apps. Also, I paid $1,000 for my iPhone. How much did you spend on your baby? A negative $3. For the condom you should have bought. Also, all people with new babies want to do is talk about their baby. And it's like, hello, Game of Thrones is on television. And you want to talk about how you just gave birth? Or talk about, oh, stop talking about your fucking dragon show because my vagina is still gaping. Get over it. Like 300 babies are born every second. How many Games of Thrones are there? A one. If I wanted to talk about babies so much, I'd go to the store and buy one myself. Probably from the clearance rack. Because I'm not about to pay top dollar for something that I'll probably hate in a month. Next! New parents treat everything their baby does like it's a milestone. They're like, oh, first trip to the park, first ride on a merry-go-round, first kidnapping and being held for ransom. It's like, we don't have to hear about everything, okay? Stop blowing up my Instagram feed with all your baby nonsense. Because then I'm on Instagram just scrolling through a bunch of hotties at the beach, and then your baby with its wet eyes and purple skin and placenta hair has to pop up and kill my whole mood. Babies are just Instagram boner killers. All because you had one boner one time and then you made a baby from it and now it kills every boner I've ever had. Also, new parents are always complaining. Like, oh, you didn't get enough sleep last night? Try going to bed with my brain. All you have to worry about is a baby. I have to worry about every awkward thing I've ever said in my entire life. Every time I try to go to sleep. Like that one time that hot waiter said, enjoy your meal. And then I said, you too, right before I threw up my entire bowl of soup onto his dick. Also, people are posting pictures of their babies on Facebook when they're way too fresh. You gotta let that shit cool off before you take a picture of it and blast it off on the internet forever. This fucking USB cord is still flapping around. It has bits of uterus still on it. Why don't you put it on a cooling rack and set it on the windowsill before you take a picture of it and put it on the internet for me to come across in the morning while I'm scrolling on Instagram eating oatmeal. Plus, they always act like I'm supposed to be impressed by all the stuff that they do. And it's like, no, your baby is terrifying. Their mouth is literally growing teeth. Its belly button still looks like a crocodile's wet eyeball. You think I'm impressed? No! Your baby's a voodoo doll come to life. Also, they get mad at me just because their baby is weak. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I tripped over your baby, but maybe its bone should be stronger. Sorry, my fontanelle is closed and your baby's isn't. If you didn't want me to kick your baby, maybe you shouldn't have made it kickball sized. Also, they always get mad at you if you say bad words in front of their baby. Like your baby's gonna remember that I said marching in up my hole, and then I put my into the other of my in the cemetery. Grow up. Also, new parents are always throwing fun parties for their babies, and the parties are baby themed, even though I'm the one who has to suffer through it. And then they invite all the other neighborhood babies, like the babies know each other. They don't. They're babies. They think everything is boobs. Also, they get mad at you if you make fun of their baby. And it's like, I'm sorry, it's not my fault that your baby looks like that time I accidentally microwaved Mr. Potato Head for too long. Maybe you should have thought of that when you decided to join your disgusting genes with someone else's. Also, they act like they suddenly know everything about life just because they literally created a brand new person out of thin air. I create life every day. I dropped a cupcake behind my couch, and 3 months later, there was an entire ecosystem down there. I made that. I made that with my own 2 hands and laziness. And finally, new parents are always making me watch baby television shows. Well, guess what? Dora the Explorer can eat my dick. She thinks she's so much better than me because why? She can read a map? It's 2019, Dora. We have MapQuest now. Also, Dora's a fucking snitch bitch. Maybe Swiper is swiping because he has to feed his family, Dora. You ever think of that with your fucking bob haircut? Maybe Swiper just needs a loaf of bread because his children are starving. But no, you walk around with your fucking backpack asking me all types of rhetorical questions and then blinking at me like some kind of judgmental bitch, even though I get all of the answers wrong. You think you know everything. You don't know anything. Uno dos. Fuck off, Dora. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching this week. As always, you can find new videos every week on Facebook.com/Matt Bellassai. You can follow me and all of my projects on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Matt Bellassai. You can listen to my podcast, Unhappy Hour, on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts. And that's it. That's everything. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye. Call me when it's old enough to pickpocket, so I can enlist him in my circle of pickpocketing British children. They pretend to be chimney sweeps, and they run around and steal people's coin purses, and they call me Mr. Fagin.